Welcome back, it's me Lou. For today's video, we are going to dive deep into my toy vault as we take a look at a vintage toy that I purchased secondhand that was restored, and I also made a custom box for it. So what we're looking at here is the Genesis Climber Mospeada Legioss, or as some of you might know this as the Green Alpha Fighter from the Robotech anime cartoon. So I bought this years ago. It was broken. One of the arms was broken off, and this kind of like shoulder mounted like sensor array or whatever it is, this was missing. So I kind of had to fix it up. And I think with this toy also, I might have made some custom stickers for it to make it look a little bit more complete, I think. We'll know once I actually take it out. It's been probably close to 10 years since I've actually opened this up. Let's get started. So first off, I made this custom box for the toy. The box is pretty large, so it doesn't fit under my camera completely. I just found some Genesis Climber Mospeada artwork online, and I kind of used that for the basis of my box. This was a toy that was 1/35 scale, 23 centimeters. It's a triple changer, and it's made by Gakken. Here's the side of the box. Some really cool Mospeada artwork. And then here's the back. Here's the toy itself. So this is my fig photography. And then here's the restored toy with, I made a new shoulder array, and I've also made custom stickers. Unfortunately, when I made this, I didn't seal the stickers, so I don't know if they're still adhering to the plastic. Alright, let's unbox this and get started. So remember, this is a custom box, and the toy is actually a rescue. I bought it from a secondhand store. Alright, so due to the nature of this toy being as old as it is, I don't want to risk breaking it, so I'm not going to remove it from the tray. We're just going to look at it as it is in the box. One of the stickers is actually unpeeling. I'm going to see if I can flatten that out with it's a water slide decal, so I'm just going to apply some water that I have on me and see if that holds in place. Yeah, likewise here, the sticker here is also peeling off. So with water slide decals, you're supposed to actually like spray an overcoat with it that seals it in, but I didn't want to spray down the entire toy with a sealant. So I kind of wanted to, I thought I would just chance it and just apply the stickers and hope they'd stay on. This one's working. Let's work on this leg one real quick before we talk about the toy. And that one's peeling up here also. So I have a cup of water on me because I filmed so many of these videos that I end up losing my voice. So I always need a cup of water on hand. Alright, so I'm just going to try to rehydrate this sticker, and we'll get this review started. Yeah, so I bought this toy years ago. One of the shoulders was broken. I believe it was this one here. And I didn't do anything fancy to actually fix it. All I think I used to reattach it was a paper clip and a zip tie. And surprisingly, it worked, even though it's as minimal as it sounds. Alright, now the sticker has come off. Fudge. Alright, I might just have to abandon these stickers and hope for the best later on. That one kind of works. And this one, could this one be salvaged? I don't know. Maybe not. So for these stickers, I just went on, I think I went on like Google, and I just did an image search for like a sticker sheet. And I'm not sure if I found one or not, but I just ended up recreating all the stickers in Photoshop like a psychopath. And it kind of worked, so All right, just give me a minute. I just want to hold this down and see if we get the sticker on. If not, yeah, that's the best we could do. All right. Okay, let's just do this. I think this as far as I can get it. Okay. So this is the green Alpha Fighter from the 3rd generation of Robotech. It's actually a triple changer. If you've seen the cartoon, it transforms into a fighter jet. It transforms into this robot mode, and then there's a mode that's kind of like in between. It's kind of like half robot, half jet mode. This is an excellent toy. It's one of my favorites. The only thing is, it's kind of fragile. Even when it first came out, my childhood one, I think it broke at the leg. So, I mean, these things are kind of hard to find in decent shape. Here's the instruction manual. This is actually the wrong instruction manual. Okay, yeah, so if I remember correctly, so when I bought I bought this styrofoam box on eBay, and it was for this toy specifically, but the instructions that came with it was actually for the cheaper, smaller toy. So it's kind of a weird mishmash. So if you're ever curious and you want to hunt these down, just look up Henshin Robo Legioss, or just type in Gakken or Robotech Alpha Fighter, and you might pull up one of these things. The toy was really cool. It came with a miniature pilot, as you see here. He's wearing his cyclone armor, minus the cyclone. It's really cool. It's not articulated. Now, I believe this is actually my childhood figure, and I think for years I've been tempted to paint it, but you know, I think I'll just decide to leave it as it is. Now, the Alpha Fighter itself, like I said, this is pretty delicate, so I don't want to accidentally break it, so I'm just going to leave it in the tray. But at the very least, we can just look at it, you know, while it's sitting in here. So the detail in this thing is really nice. It's very accurate to the show. It's not as... So, there's been many companies over the last few years that have actually made official licensed, you know, Alpha Fighters. You know, Toynami made one, or they made a couple of years back. They're kind of like the equivalent of like Masterpiece for Transformers. I believe they're smaller than this one. I never purchased them because they were super expensive. So if you look up Toynami Alpha Fighter, you'll see that they kind of they're almost like put in these kind of like boxes that resembled like books, and they were kind of neat. They released I believe 4 Alpha Fighters. They released the blue one, the red one, the green one. I think they did the Shadow Fighter, and then they might have also did the Beta Fighters as well. Those are pretty expensive, the Beta Fighters. And if you could find an actual Gakken Beta Fighter, those are super rare. Those command crazy prices. Those are almost kind of like the holy grail of like Robotech collectibles. If you could find like an original Gakken Henshin Robo Beta Fighter. But for this, you know, back in the day, you're able to find these like at Toys R Us. Much like the Cyclone, they were released, I believe, multiple times. The first time it was released, it was a non Robotech branded toy. It was essentially just labeled this. It was called like Henshin Robo Legioss. And then at some years later, they released an official Robotech branded Alpha Fighter, and I'll do a future review on one of those. But yeah, I just wanted to show this off. It's awesome. I am missing the gun. The gun's supposed to go up here. I've tried hunting them down in the past. Every now and then when I'll find one, you know, people will charge crazy prices for it. So for now, this guy might just have to go weaponless. But it's one of my favorite toys. I'm very sentimental towards this one because this figure was a rescue. I actually bought this maybe like the second or third time I went to Wax Packs Collectibles. I've mentioned them before. It's a collectible toy shop in my area, so if you live in the Chicagoland area, check them out. at the time, the owner, Aaron, he had 2 stores, and one was Quake Collectibles West. And then he had this. He just recently, I think, got it from someone. It was like either a trade or whatever. And he didn't know what it was, and I saw it sitting around, and I'm like, I'm going to take this. And he's like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, this is from Robotech. But the wing was broken, and then I think I got a good deal for it. I think he only sold it to me for like maybe like 20 or 25 bucks because he didn't know what it was. So then I bought it, brought it home, and then I just kind of had to figure out a way to fix the arm, and I did. I'm going to attempt to take this out, but I'm not going to necessarily transform it. We'll see how... Just to give you an idea of what this thing looks like. Hopefully the stickers that I applied to it are going to adhere to it. And where's the pilot? Let me get the pilot out. Oh, here's the custom shoulder array I made for it. Here's the pilot. Okay, so this is a great toy. This is one of those toys that for some reason I always felt that for whatever reason, like Hasbro, they were pretty good about just like grabbing toys from like other lines and absorbing them into Transformers when they introduced Transformers in America. And I always kind of wondered why they never grabbed, you know, the Alpha Fighter, because this would have made a badass Transformer toy. This thing is crazy big too. It's a big chunky piece of plastic. It's about, if I had to measure it out, I'm going to say it's about maybe like 8.5 to 9 inches tall. There's a good amount of die-cast pieces holding it together, like the joints. And then here's a side view. So these are all custom stickers that I made for it some years ago. And I would love to be able to transform it for you, but like I said, this is a very old toy and it's very fragile. I don't want to risk breaking it. And then one of the stickers here is actually coming off. Let me see if I can rehydrate it and get it back on there. Yeah, so like I said, you know, with water slide decals, you're supposed to like spray a sealant over it. Like either like a dull coat or a gloss coat or like some sort of like matte medium. But I didn't want to, the idea of me spraying the entire plastic toy with like, you know, a gloss was like, I didn't want to do that, but I guess I should have done it anyways just to keep these stickers on, but I don't know. So over here, the stickers, the arm was only held in place with a paper clip that I inserted right there. And then there's some zip ties. The zip ties are like attached to the inside here. I think in order for me to get this to work, I had to like shave off some of the plastic here. As you can see, it's not symmetrical anymore, but that's all right. I can live with it because, you know, the toy actually still functions even though the arm is broken. Because I found a way to like actually make the whole thing still function and be articulated. And then this thing here is the shoulder mount. Again, I just used paper clips. And then there's like a hinge here. And you just slide it in like this. I'll do at least one side. So here's the paper clip, here's the hinge, and it just slides in like that. And it fully functions. It looks like it kind of looks like what it's supposed to look like. It's not an exact match, but at least it's kind of like a placeholder or a proxy. So yeah, so it's a cool toy. I apologize that I can't transform it. You know, I'd love to, but every now and then I'll try handling some of these older toys, and you know, the plastic either just cracks or gives away at the first sign of stress. So, but if you want, you can hunt down on YouTube. Maybe you can find someone that has one of these vintage toys and actually transforms it. But it's cool. It's one of my favorite toys. and I'm glad I was able to find one and add it to my collection. The thing with this toy, though, it kind of set off this weird chain of events, because after I got this, I needed to complete the set, so I needed to hunt down the red one and the blue one. And I'll do reviews on that in the future. But for now, I just wanted to show this off. It's a cool piece of toy history, especially if you're into like anime, Robotech specifically. So, I wish I could get this head to stay. It keeps on falling down. So yeah, this is my rescued green Alpha Fighter from Robotech or Genesis Climber Mospeada. Alright, so this video is kind of a little weird. I apologize that it wasn't as deep as it could have been. You know, I think this is pretty much me rambling, but I kind of just wanted to take the toy out for the hell of it. Since it's been a while since I've, actually taken it out of the box, and I thought I'd just document the experience and share it with you. Alright, so let's wrap this video up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so much for continued likes, comments, support. I greatly appreciate it. So, until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.